Okay, so I'm back from my trip, and I did get the Pro in, the Neo 3 Pro, and I'm just going to see how this works with strobe and see what the power is, because I'm really interested. And I want to make sure all these are on max. So now I have two Neo 3s, a Neo 3 Pro here. This is going to send the signal to all of these. The Aeos 2 and the original Aeos. And they're supposed to all flash. So, first note, these do not work with the Profoto Connect Pro. I've tried everything several thousand times. Just doesn't work. I have it on the right Profoto. Oh. And it seems to all of a sudden be working. I tried this 6 times with this and it wouldn't work. This Aeos is not flashing though. The original Aeos, which maybe it needs a firmware update, I'm not sure. But out of the box, it worked with the Godox perfectly. There was no issues. So I'm going to take the Godox off and switch to the Profoto, because I was playing with the Godox and I got a lot of misses, a lot of misfires. It's like every other one or every 2 it'll fire. So hopefully the Profoto does a better job with that. So basically what I'm trying to do is find out what the power is. Yeah, it doesn't work. So the first shot misfire, second shot fired. And it's firing consistently now. I'm not really hiding that backlight at all with this, so with this setup, I'm at ISO 64, I'm at f2.8 and 1/80th of a second. Now apparently I'll be able to shoot it. Nope. So high-speed sync does not seem to be working. But I'm going to try to look in the menu to see if there's something that I'm missing. It doesn't look like there is. I'm a bit confused, but let me... I'm probably still in menu here. So high-speed sync is a no-go, and that was added to Leica and Profoto, but it will not work with the Profoto and the Rotolights. So that's a definite miss. So I'm supposed to be getting an extra stop of light in flash mode versus continuous mode. So I'm pull these up in Lightroom for you just to see. I'm going to do a visual versus a light meter. I just want to see what it is. Now I'm going to switch these out of flash mode and take the brightness all the way up. And I'm not going to change anything on the camera. I just want to see if I'm getting the same results. And I could be doing something wrong. I hope I am anyway. But it seems like I'm getting much more power from the constant lights versus the strobe. Okay, I think the next thing to do is pull these up in Photoshop. The good news is their system works with, you know, I don't know these lights well enough to find where the on-off switch is in any consistent way. The good news is it does flash. So you can buy one Pro unit and flash every unit, and that works. Out of the box, the Profoto didn't work for some reason, but now it is. It seems when you switch over from constant to flash, the very first shot is always a misfire, and then give or take a few photos in between are misfires. So that's concerning. But let's take a look at these in Lightroom and see what we have. Okay, so they're all loaded, and I'm going to jump right down to the control units. Okay, so this is the first control. Now this is flash. And this is constant. First off, it looks like flash is much, much warmer. And the constant is definitely cooler. I kind of think I'm getting more power out of the constant than I am the flash. Which is kind of strange, if you ask me. Which to be honest with you, I'm kind of confused about this because actually I'm going to do another test. I'm going to shut the Aeos, the original Aeos, off completely just to be really, really fair, because that may be screwing this up. So let me first delete all these because I don't want to screw this up, and then let's go back to the camera, shut that original Aeos off and try it that way. I don't think the original Aeos was flashing, but I want to be 100% fair. So I'm going to try this again. I'm going to actually move these out of the way just in case I'm getting some glare. I don't want to change this system in any which way. I'll just pop this right out of the way. So I think having a more controlled test would be better. I'm not understanding it, and I'm just thinking, well, maybe that one's flashing and or it's causing some kind of issues. I don't know. So let's try it this way, just to make sure. Okay. I want to make sure everything's lined up, so I'm just going to do it this way. I'm not too worried about focus right now, more than the image itself. So, and let me I'm just going to put the white balance on daylight. Okay, I think I have everything where I want it, so I'm going to do a control. And take the picture. I'm only going to do one because I want to switch right into it. Now I'm going to switch these all over to flash. gotta change anything else. Seems like the flash stopped working again. Okay, so the Profoto remote has stopped working. I'm going to move over here just in case. I'm sorry, but if I was on a job, I'd be going crazy right now. I'm trying all of them just in case. It just doesn't work. All right, so the Profoto remote worked for one time. I'll switch over to the Godox remote because that seemed to work last time, so I'll try it again. I just have to switch this over to Godox. Okay, the Godox works. Okay, so it took more than I wanted to, but I figured. I'm confused. I really am. Like, my issues with these lights, like, I like the lights in constant mode. I really do. I think they're really nice. But man, if they're pushing them for flash and you can't get them to work with remotes, and there's, I don't see a power boost. I actually see a power decrease, but I could be doing something wrong. If I am, please let me know in the comments. But let's go back to Lightroom. Okay, so they're loaded, and let's see. So this here is my control shot, and this is the first and only flash photo. Oh, no, I'm sorry, this is the constant light photo. And then we moved over to Profoto for the flash, and it didn't work at all. And then we moved over to the Godox, and this is flash. So let's get rid of all but the two that we care about. Okay, so this is the constant light, and this is the flash. So definite color shift. No fans or buts there. This is ISO 64 1/80th of a second. I'm set to daylight balance. Yeah, that's flash, that's constant. So, I mean, you know, flash, in my opinion, has a definite better color balance, which, you know, you saw me there in 2 seconds fix that. Let me just do the same color balance on this one. Yeah, I'm not getting the power out of the flash. And like I said, I could be doing something wrong. I don't know this system well enough to say, but they were all set at 1/50th. They were all set at max. You know, they absolutely do sync altogether. I'm not sure about the Aeos yet, the original Aeos, but the Neo 3s and the Neo 3 Pro will all sync, and the Aeos 2 all syncs off of one Pro light. But I mean, it looks to me like I'm getting more power out of the constant light than I am out of the flash. So just my opinion, I just wanted to share with you. I'm gonna have a shoot today. I'm gonna use constant. I'm just gonna set the white balance so it's correct out of the camera instead of the really blue look. But anyway, that's it for now. So Rotolight did reach out to me because I sent a support ticket to them, support email asking for help. And they said, if you shut off the flash and then turn it back on, in other words, you disable it and then turn it back on, it will work. And that seemed to work. Because they said it scans for the light when you do this. So my issue was I was a distance away and it kept stop working. So reliability with the Profoto remote isn't really there, give or take. I wouldn't take it to a job because of this, which is a problem for me. So I just wanted to update you with this. Yeah, it seems to be working now. When I first did it, I would get 3 flashes and it would stop working again. Then I'd have to shut it off and turn it back on. And by shutting it off, I mean, let me just show you. So the flash is disabled. Turn it back on, it scans, and it picks up the light again. So, that's the only issue I'm having right now is I just don't find it reliable. But anyway, I'm gonna do a shoot. I'll put it in another video because this one's so long as it is. But I'll do a video right after this. And I think I'm just gonna use the constants because I'm not gaining anything out of the flash for power or anything like that. So anyway, again, thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, leave below. I'll try to answer them. I'm just not really that up on these lights yet, but I will do my best. Anyway, thanks.